I came on the sales call and I was like, oh my God, how much? Heck no. I was like, I can't do this. I can't afford this. And looking back, if I could go back in time, I would go back and sign up right then because the amount of money and time and effort that I lost in between when I first talked to you and when we started working together, I think my business would have been transformed. Like I would have been able to take advantage of the last 2 quarters of this year in a whole different way, right? So I'm glad I came here, but I would say do it. Like do it. My business has totally transformed. And I think I don't even think I can like, oh, what are the different reasons it could be? It's Opny, because that's the only thing that changed.
Before I joined, I had my business running pretty smoothly, but close rates were always a struggle. So they would vary from like 10 to 15% on a good month. And then we had some months where it was all the way down to 5%. And so I knew that I just needed that help with like, if we could get those close rates up, I didn't have to do hunting more leads and all of this stuff and all this marketing work. So after meeting with you, meeting with Ellie, getting the sales call reviews, all of that stuff, instantly I saw those sales rates go up. So my kind of bottom sales reps were now closing at like 20-25%. And then my sales rep, who I was honestly going to let go, like, because, you know, things weren't working out. She just recorded a 50% close rate month for the entire month. Like, incredible. She's over the moon. She even told me, she's like, Bogdan, I might quit my other part-time job. Like, I think I might want to do this full-time. So that's been phenomenal.
I did not have one paid client before I joined Opny. I knew I wanted to do this and I knew I had the background for it. I just needed to put the structure in place. But there's been a lot of milestones of firsts. And it's a little unnerving, right? You're about to do something you haven't done before. Okay, I'm going to be taking my first sales call. Okay, I'm going to get my first client. Okay, I'm now going to have to like put a program in place. And all the while, I recognized objectively, I am feeling uncomfortable because I am out of my comfort zone. I don't know what I'm doing, but I felt so supported by you and the team, and I got over the hump. And the celebration inside Slack is genuine.
I saw Daniel post on LinkedIn and we reached out and he sent me the information of LinkedIn Coaches Accelerator program and that what they cover in 12 weeks. And to be honest, it was everything that I was missing in my business. After working with them for 12 weeks, I have had quite a bit of traction come in. I actually haven't done much lead generation myself, just to be honest, but because I've created content that was so specific to my ideal client, I have had quite a few people come my way, and I have 2 clients currently that are by high ticket, and I'm working with organizations for the next 3 to 4 months.
So I think we started Opny in May. And as you know, my business went through a couple of iterations during that process.
Yeah.
I would say like the big aha moment for me actually came the January following that May, because prior to that was really, again, like building out systems, building out processes. But in January, when I took back on the solopreneur business life myself, I was really skeptical as to whether I could continue hitting targets alone. And in the first 3 months of the year, like by myself with ironed out processes, I was able to hit my sales goals for the first time ever.
Previously, I was making about 800 to 1,000 a month on a good month. They just transformed my whole business. We made 12 grand my first month. I just can't even fathom how grateful and thankful I am for Daniel and the whole Opny team, especially my coaches, my account managers. This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. I've invested in coaching before. I've loved it. I've learned a lot, but at the same time, there's just a different level, right? Because that was good, but this is great. And their services are just amazing, right? You know, us as career coaches, we're looking to give our clients premium white glove one-on-one coaching services and take care of them like they're a family. Well, Daniel and the whole Opny team does that. Recently, I just joined their operator standard, and now we're looking to transform my whole business and my whole life. And I can't even express what they've done for me. The systems, the processes, the operations, the offer creation, the branding, the LinkedIn content, everything they have down to a T, customized personally for you. And it just completely radically transformed me because all I want to do is help people and help engineers. And now I get to do that. And it's amazing. So love you guys. Thank you so much.
I value the data-driven approach that you guys are following at Opny. I truly value the support that I'm getting from you. That is so valuable. I feel like I definitely needed this program. I feel like I've been getting so much value and so much support that I do believe it is worth the investment. So I recommend anyone who's thinking about it, about starting a coaching business to look at Opny, because you guys really know what you're doing. I appreciate the fact that you stopped me when I'm going in the wrong direction, and you actually stop and tell me, Elvi, this is not the way we have done this, and this is not the way that it's working for other coaches. So I needed to hear that. I needed to shift my mindset, and I know it is a process. I am in the process, but I'm truly grateful that I've been working with you for this time and all the things that you have taught me. And I truly believe we're gonna make this happen.
And so yeah, it's been good to just have a second set of eyes, kind of have a source, like one source of knowledge, one source of truth, and work from that. I think that's been the most valuable. Now, the way that's been delivered is of course also very nice. Like, you guys have been so great, and I always think about, like, when you're in a partnership or when you're in any type of relationship, you need to be able to communicate and trust and almost be humane. Like, even if there is an agreement in place, like, be able to handle those things in the moment as well, and discuss them and just come to a conclusion together. And I think that's something that's been really kind of calming for me, to know that whatever happens, we can go and solve it out.
I connected with the community. I learned so much about how to present myself, sell my offer, put my offer together, set up the back end. There was so much that I knew I had to do, but I didn't realize how in depth it would be and what to focus on first. And I was able to get my clients. I was able to build relationships with the community that will go far beyond this. And I can see a future for myself and my business being successful while still being present with my children. And I don't think that I would have done that as quickly without this program.
When I was getting started, I didn't know top of funnel engagement.
Yep.
Everything, I was just hoping that people were landing on my landing page and clicking on an application button and going through that process and jumping on a sales call. And so that was incredibly overwhelming. And that alone was incredibly helpful, of like, okay, here's the different stages in the funnel. Here's how to track them in the software. Here's how often you should do it. Here's how we recommend you do it. So that was incredibly helpful. And then I think things like the post-sale process, the contracts, things like that, the onboarding flow, the onboarding process, the offboarding flow. So, like, comprehensively, but really the big thing that was just a complete, like, I can sleep well at night, was the fact that we weren't letting all of these leads out of the funnel at the top of the funnel on LinkedIn.
It is worth every penny, because you guys have this process down. You know what works, you know what to look for, and you also know that it's not going to be the same for everybody. So, like,
yeah, exactly.
When I came to you and I was like, I don't think this is working for me, there was a light bulb moment that you were talking about warm leads, and I'm like, this whole time I was going after, cold leads. It's built, systems and routines and processes for me to follow, and then it's helped me to establish those, like, firmly. So even if we're no longer working together, I can run the business way more effectively than I could 6 months ago.
You get to know our business really, intimately, which is super, super helpful. And I think a nice mix of teaching tool, like theory, playbooks. You guys care about your clients. And that shows up not only in the way that we have our calls and the coaching and the emails and all that, but just flexibility and making an extra effort, at figuring out how you can help, which is, you don't always see that with, a business coaching program. Some of them can be quite rigid. And so that extra service points or being creative to help solve problems was super helpful.
The fact that every client actually isn't the most unique unicorn. They're all going through the same process, actually. And because I finally realized that and started to understand, I'm now creating an actual proper system with activation points. Everyone, like all my clients, have loved the new structure I've added into the program because they know what to expect and I know what to expect. I could have like made so much money. It actually cost me a lot of money by not paying for acceleration, paying for coaching, paying for help earlier on.